What if your body is not truly broken, but simply responding to the direction your mind has been traveling for years? What if the pain, fatigue, or illness you experience is not your enemy, but a quiet message asking you to listen more deeply? Most people spend their lives trying to fix the body while ignoring the mind that commands it. They chase treatments, remedies, and external solutions, yet the suffering often returns in another form. The ancient yogic wisdom taught by Paramahansa Yogananda invites us to pause and look inward instead. He gently reminded seekers that the body is not an independent machine, it is a living reflection of thought, emotion, and inner awareness. Every worry you repeat, every fear you hold tightly, every hopeless thought you accept as truth sends a signal to your nervous system and your cells. Over time, the body begins to express what the mind has been rehearsing in silence. This is not meant to frighten you, it is meant to empower you. If the mind has the power to disturb the body, then the mind also has the power to restore it. Healing, in this deeper sense, is not about fighting disease but about changing direction, turning the mind away from fear, tension, and self-judgment, and guiding it toward calm, trust, and inner harmony. Yogananda taught that when the mind becomes peaceful, the life force begins to flow correctly, and the body naturally moves toward balance. This understanding shifts healing from a struggle into a cooperation with life itself. So before asking what is wrong with your body, a more powerful question arises: where has your mind been living? And are you ready, gently and patiently, to guide it home? The body you live in is not the leader of your life, it is the faithful follower of your inner world. Long before symptoms appear, the mind has already been giving instructions. Every thought you hold is a silent command, every emotion a signal sent into the nervous system. Paramahansa Yogananda taught that the body is shaped by consciousness, not the other way around. Muscles tighten when fear becomes a habit. The breath shortens when worry feels constant. The heart grows heavy when joy is forgotten. These changes do not happen suddenly, they are built slowly, thought by thought, day by day. The mind is the architect, and the body is the structure that takes its shape. When the mind lives in restlessness, the body cannot remain peaceful for long. When the mind is soaked in tension, the body learns tension as its normal state. This is why treating the body alone often feels incomplete. You may silence a symptom, but if the inner pattern remains unchanged, the imbalance returns in another form. Yogananda gently reminded seekers that healing must begin at the source. The mind must be taught a new direction. When calm replaces constant inner noise, the body receives permission to relax. When trust replaces fear, the nerves begin to heal. When awareness replaces unconscious habits, the cells respond with renewed order. This understanding does not place blame on the individual, it restores responsibility with compassion. It reminds you that you are not powerless. You are participating in your own biology through the quality of your thoughts. As the mind learns peace, patience, and gentleness, the body slowly reorganizes itself around those qualities. Healing then becomes not a battle, but a natural return to harmony, guided by a mind that has learned to rest in wisdom rather than fear. Many seekers hear the advice to think positive and try to apply it with effort and force, yet inside they still feel fear, doubt, or tension. Paramahansa Yogananda explained that the mind cannot be fooled by surface words alone. Repeating hopeful phrases while the heart remains anxious creates inner conflict, not healing. The body responds not to what you say, but to what you truly feel and believe. Forced positivity often becomes another form of struggle, where a person tries to overpower pain instead of understanding it. True healing begins when awareness replaces suppression. Rather than fighting negative thoughts, you learn to observe them calmly and redirect attention towards stillness. Yogananda taught that peace has greater power than excitement, and calm awareness is stronger than emotional resistance. When the mind stops arguing with illness and instead rests in quiet confidence, the nervous system begins to soften. The body senses safety, and healing processes activate naturally. This does not mean denying symptoms or pretending everything is perfect. It means changing identity, from seeing yourself as a sick body to recognizing yourself as consciousness temporarily experiencing imbalance. When this shift happens, fear loosens its grip. The mind no longer feeds the condition with constant attention and worry. Instead, it creates space for life force to move freely again. In that space, healing intelligence awakens. Positive thinking without inner peace is like sunlight blocked by clouds. But when the clouds of fear and resistance dissolve, even gentle awareness becomes powerful medicine. This is why Yogananda emphasized inner alignment over mental effort. Healing is not achieved by pushing the mind upward, but by allowing it to settle into truth, trust, and quiet strength. According to yogic wisdom, the body is sustained not only by food, water, and rest, but by a subtle life energy known as Prana. Paramahansa Yogananda taught that Prana is the intelligent force that animates every cell, directs healing, and maintains balance within the body. When Prana flows freely, the body functions with vitality and ease. When it becomes blocked or scattered, weakness and disease gradually appear. The direction of Prana is directly influenced by the mind. Wherever attention goes, energy follows. A restless, anxious mind pulls Prana away from the organs and nerves that need it most. Constant worry drains life force from the body, leaving it exhausted even when physical rest is taken. This is why sleep alone often does not restore deep vitality. Yogananda explained that calm awareness gathers Prana back into the body, especially into the spine and nervous system, where true healing begins. Through conscious breathing, stillness, and inward focus, the mind learns to guide life force instead of wasting it. Meditation, in this understanding, is not an escape from life but a method of recharging the entire system at its source. As the breath slows and the mind becomes steady, Prana naturally moves toward areas of imbalance, repairing tissues and strengthening nerves. The body responds quickly to this inner nourishment because it recognizes Prana as its original fuel. Over time, regular inward attention trains the body to remain in a healing state even during daily activity. This is why Yogananda emphasized inner silence as a powerful form of medicine. When the mind becomes calm and centered, the life force regains intelligence, and the body remembers how to heal itself from within. Negative emotions do not harm the body because they are bad or sinful. They affect the body because they disturb its natural rhythm. Paramahansa Yogananda taught that emotions are movements of energy, and when certain emotions are held for long periods, they begin to shape the physical form. Anger creates heat and tension in the system. Fear weakens the nerves and exhausts the life force. Grief contracts the breath and burdens the heart. These effects are not sudden, but gradual, forming silently beneath the surface of daily life. The body faithfully records emotional patterns, even when the mind tries to ignore them. Yogananda described the body as a mirror, reflecting not only what we eat and do, but what we feel and repeatedly think. When resentment becomes a habit, the muscles and organs remain tight, as if always preparing for conflict. When worry dominates the mind, the breath becomes shallow, and the body lives in a constant state of alert. Healing begins when these emotional patterns are recognized without self-judgment. Instead of condemning yourself for negative feelings, you learn to release them gently. Forgiveness relaxes the nervous system. Trust calms the breath. Acceptance allows energy to move freely again. As emotional resistance dissolves, the body finally feels safe enough to repair itself. Yogananda emphasized that relaxation is not laziness, but wisdom. A relaxed body is a cooperative body. When emotional storms settle, the body no longer wastes energy on defense and survival. That saved energy becomes available for healing, renewal, and balance. In this way, emotional harmony becomes not just a spiritual goal, but a practical foundation for physical well-being. Changing the direction of the mind does not require force, struggle, or perfection. Paramahansa Yogananda taught that the mind responds best to patience and gentle guidance, just as a child learns through encouragement rather than fear. Most suffering continues not because change is impossible, but because the mind keeps traveling in familiar patterns of worry, doubt, and self-criticism. To change direction, awareness must come first. You begin by noticing where your thoughts naturally go during the day. Are they moving toward fear or toward calm? Toward tension or toward trust? This simple observation already weakens unconscious habits. Yogananda encouraged seekers to replace harsh inner dialogue with loving instruction. Speaking kindly to the body and mind creates cooperation instead of resistance. When you silently affirm peace, safety, and trust, the nervous system receives new signals. Over time, these signals become the body's new language. Small, consistent shifts are far more powerful than dramatic effort. Choosing gratitude for a few moments, returning attention to the breath, or resting the mind in stillness gently redirects energy. As the mind changes direction, the flow of life force changes with it. The body responds not instantly, but intelligently, reorganizing itself according to the new pattern. Healing unfolds naturally when the mind stops pulling the body toward fear. Yogananda emphasized devotion and faith not as religious ideas, but as stabilizing forces for the mind. Trust steadies thought, and steady thought allows energy to heal. In this way, healing becomes a daily practice of alignment rather than a desperate attempt to fix what feels broken. The mind learns peace, and the body follows that lesson faithfully. The deepest level of healing, as taught by Paramahansa Yogananda, begins when effort gives way to surrender. This surrender is not weakness or resignation, it is a quiet trust in a higher intelligence that governs both life and the body. When the mind constantly tries to control outcomes, it remains tense, and that tension is communicated to the nervous system. True surrender relaxes the mind's grip and allows healing forces to operate without obstruction. Yogananda explained that fear blocks the natural flow of life force, while trust opens it. When a person releases the constant inner question of, "Why is this happening to me?" and replaces it with calm acceptance, the entire system softens. The breath deepens, the heart opens, and the body moves out of survival mode. In this state, healing often begins silently, without effort or strain. Surrender does not mean giving up care or responsibility, it means letting go of resistance. The mind stops fighting the body and begins listening to it. This inner harmony creates ideal conditions for renewal. Yogananda taught that when the ego steps aside, divine intelligence works through every cell. Peace becomes the most powerful medicine. In surrender, the body no longer wastes energy on fear and control, and that saved energy is redirected toward repair and balance. Healing then becomes not something you force to happen, but something you allow. As trust deepens, the mind rests, the life force flows freely, and the body gradually returns to its natural rhythm of health and wholeness. As we come to the end of this reflection, remember this gentle and empowering truth: your body has never been against you. It has been listening to you with complete honesty. Every cell responds to the direction of your thoughts, emotions, and inner attention. When the mind lives in fear, the body reflects tension. When the mind learns peace, the body slowly remembers balance. Healing, as Paramahansa Yogananda taught, is not a sudden miracle but a quiet return to harmony. It begins the moment you choose kindness over criticism, awareness over unconscious habit, and trust over fear. Be patient with yourself on this path. The body heals in rhythms, not in haste, and each small shift of thought carries great power over time. Even a few moments of calm breathing, gratitude, or inward stillness each day can begin to transform your inner environment. Walk this path gently, without pressure or expectation. Let healing be a process of cooperation with life rather than a struggle against it. If this message resonated with you, take a moment to pause and reflect on your own journey. I invite you to write a comment below sharing one insight, realization, or experience that this video awakened within you. Your words may help another seeker feel less alone on their path. Also, let me know what you would like to explore next. Is there a teaching of Paramahansa Yogananda, a question about meditation, healing, inner peace, or spiritual living that you want to hear more deeply explained? Your suggestions guide the direction of this channel and help shape future reflections created especially for you. If you found value in this video, support the channel by liking, sharing, and subscribing so these teachings can reach more hearts seeking clarity and peace. Until we meet again, walk gently, breathe deeply, and remember that peace is always closer than you think, within your own awareness. Jai Guru Dev.